You're watching the JFL Boat Build Series. Today you're going to need these tools. A respirator, eye protection, power drill, a cutoff grinder, a razor blade.
Remember to always smash that like button, definitely subscribe, and always share this with your buddies so we can bring you these great boat builds. Thanks guys, now let's get into the project.
What I want to do is put all these back from the back side, then I'm going to turn it over and we're going to V these out and address all these areas. But this is so I can put it right back where it belonged. So we're going to get that maxed up, get this glass back together, and then we'll clean this up because it's got all this rubber and stuff on it. But we'll clean this up, grind it up, and get it all packed together as a pan. And then if we have trouble putting it in, we can grind away here on these sides. But the main thing is you want this to go back in as a unit. So we're going to return it back to a unit. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I use these door latch pieces. And what we'll do is we'll bridge the gap here. It keeps it flat and also puts it back to its original state till I can fiberglass it. I'm going to do it from this side first with wood. We'll just run wood across here so we can do it real quick. I'm going to drill some holes and I'll be right back. What I did today, I didn't realize I wasn't filming, is I drilled the holes from side to side where that water was accumulating in the back transom area. So I got that drilled out. Let's drill some holes. Just by that one piece of wood, you see it gets us back to where we want. And I want to fiberglass the backside first anyway. But now it leaves us room to where we can fiberglass this, we can fiberglass this, we can fiberglass here. Technically, we could leave these here, but I use these a lot. But once we glass this, then we can turn it over and glass the front. So now what we're going to do here is we're going to fit this piece in because this is what makes it square. Microphone keeps getting bumped. I got red metal flake all over me. I got some red metal flake in. I was seeing if it matched the boat. It sort of matches, but it's from the wrong brand. So now what we're going to do is come across the bottom here. And then I'm going to drill a couple holes, which I already did. All right, so let's run a board on the bottom here. That's going to square this up. All right. So even that one piece of wood even drew this in more where it's supposed to be. All right. Then this piece here is going to go right on here. And we want a little bit of a gap. All right. All right. So we're going to come in here, drill 2 holes.
No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot.
Where they belong, as you can see, this is lined up. Look in here, you got a small gap, and what we'll do is we'll tape this from the back side near. Right now, let's clean this up with some acetone and a paper towel. But on this side, I'm going to put tape because we want the minimal amount of resin coming in here. So if it makes sense, we're going to resin it from the back side, right? Watch these screws, they'll get you. One already got my knuckle right there. Just got to be careful. Basically, again, we're making less work for ourselves for later, because if we just let this resin just drip all in here, it's going to be a mess. So what I did today is I mapped out what the next step was, and since this piece needs to go on pretty much next, that was our next step. So I got a little bit of a late start because I was taking care of other things. I still have to work, you know, so I had to do laundry, things like that, and then got to get ready for the work day tomorrow. Basically, all we're doing here is sealing that off, so when we do the backside here, see now this area that needs repaired, see, now fill this with resin in that chop strand like we did, like we used. We'll just go around this, and then when we're done, it's gonna have a perfect hole. Then we'll address this one in the same manner later. This one here will get addressed after all this has been cured, and then I can come through and sand all this. What I need to do is keep the resin out of this hole. I don't want to get resin on that metal. And then I want to make sure I keep the resin off of this screw. This screw. We are going to go in the middle of that one though. Only use acetone. Acetone is gonna for sure make your surface ready for resin. And I did a lot of unnecessary grinding, like this area here is not gonna get glass, but I'm making it rough so when it does get adhered back to the boat. But anyway, for those of you who don't know, these boats have an oil bag, oil container in the back of the boat. So over time, especially as old as this boat is, that oil remnants gets all over the back of the boat inside. So what you got to do is this acetone is taking off that oil situation as well. You just want to make sure it adheres really well. Like I said, these blue shop rags are cool because they're kind of like fiber. So if a little bit gets left in the crack, like I'm seeing here, a little bit's getting left in there, it's okay because the resin will absorb that. All right. So I'm going to get a big piece of cardboard to put on the back of the boat here so I can do the glass work right in front of the camera. Let me move all my stuff over here. Let's build a little dam just in case we get a mess going. spills go right down there and it'll be fine. Okay, bring this up here, spin this around. All right, let's cut some chopped strand. I'm gonna start glassing this. It's looking pretty good. Trying to keep it not so messy, but at the same time I want to get plenty so it's strong, because the last thing I want to do is come in here and have to do more. We just want this a one and done. I'm staying off the threads of this pipe in case I ever have to change it. Like I said, I'm keeping this boat, so the future repairs and stuff are gonna have to be done by me. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for episode 13, part 2. I will see you guys next weekend. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.